From Calvary Church of Santa Ana, this is the Calvary Life Podcast, the show where we share stories, laugh together, and have discussions about faith, life, and God with people from Calvary Church. Here are your hosts, Eric and Matt.
Welcome to the Calvary Life Podcast. This is Eric Wakeling here with Maddie Doan.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, buddy?
Happy Monday to you.
Thank you very much.
After the 4th of July.
Yeah, we are here July 6th recording. It's been like a kind of a big weekend. It was fun. We had the big 250th of our country.
Happy birthday, America.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw some like hate posts from Europe or whatever that were, like my coffee shop is, 1,000 years old or whatever, and your country's 250. And I'm kind of like, relax, guys. Just be happy with us.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not like America hasn't existed, like the location hasn't existed. But no, it's just but it was funny. But
yeah, I always feel like the philosophy on your birthday is to celebrate, not say what someone needs to improve on.
I know, exactly.
Happy birthday to you. By the way, could you be?
Oh, I know. And it's like this weird Big Brother like thing where it's like, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, cool. Good job. But anyway, it's but yeah, I'll keep it positive too here.
You know what's interesting? It just hit me.
Yeah.
I am an older brother.
Oh yeah.
How about you are a baby brother?
Baby brother.
Yeah.
My brother. My brother was 21 years older than me, so it's a little hard for him to pick on me. But he figured out how to as I got older. He didn't do it.
It was a slow game.
Yeah. He couldn't do it, I think, until I was about 12.
Yeah.
And then he could really lay it in.
Do you remember anything that he would do?
He would just call me like the classic names, like just honestly, like he would do them as like dumb as possible. I think because he was so much older, and he'd just be like literally like dumb or like nerdmeyer kind of stuff like that. But yeah, so he would make fun of me. He would pick on me a little bit. He would do this thing where this is for our YouTube audience, where he would take my finger and bend it in. Do you know if you bend down on your fingernail and it hurts real bad, you almost can't do it to yourself.
Yeah.
But it would hurt so bad, and he'd hold me down, and I get so mad. And so, but he wouldn't do that till I was a little older, because but he could still, like, where I was still small enough that he could still beat me up. Now he's like old, I feel like, so I should start beating him up.
That's called elder abuse.
Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah. So yeah, I got a little of that younger brother stuff, but he did not live with me, so I was saved from that. I was only child, elitist, or entitled. I mean, super entitled, only child. So my wife says yes, you were.
We had last night. Lily's in Spain for the summer, working at a Christian camp. She's doing great. Samuel is camping this week at Big Sur, which is a pretty fun place to be.
Nice,
with some friends. And then Seth was at the Angels game last night.
Okay.
So we only had Eden, and so there's always a funny dynamic when you just have certain family members that are there that combination doesn't always exist.
Yeah.
So she looked at Maria and I. She's like, "So, what are we gonna do?"
Because she was kind of like, "This is unique, right?
This is my time.
Yeah.
This is I'm the only child."
That's amazing.
So yeah, it was great.
What'd you do?
Chores.
That's amazing.
Broke out the vacuum.
That's funny. Yeah, you're like, this is what happens when they're gone.
Yeah,
we put you to work.
Yeah. Well, no, what'd you do for the 4th of July?
Yeah, 4th of July. Actually, B and I went out and celebrated our anniversary.
That's right. You gave a good shout out yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Because we were hanging out with family yesterday, having dinner together as a family, and doing wedding stuff. And so actually we went out to dinner on 4th of July.
4th of July.
Which was funny, and it was like kind of like a nicer place, but it was kind of dead.
Yeah.
It was funny. But so it was interesting to go out. But yeah, we went out and just kind of we just kind of had a chill day, frankly. It was kind of more like
Is that normal for you, or do you normally get together with the same group of people, or how does that work?
We actually didn't this year, but we usually kind of hang out in our neighborhood, has some little gatherings. So it's recently become that a couple of our neighbors though are doing competing events, and then it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I don't want to get involved.
You're in the middle.
I don't want to get involved in the whatever this. I don't know if this is a competition or what, but yeah. So But yeah, no, not much. How about you?
Sounds great to me. You go out to dinner on 4th of July
I know, exactly.
for your anniversary.
Kind of different.
Yeah. How many years is this?
29. 29
Okay.
years.
So you got to start. You're now day one of planning for the 30th.
I know. I've already got some ideas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because
nice.
what I want to shoot for. So once this wedding happens, you know,
which is this week.
Which we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But when this wedding happens, we are now officially family of a employee of the Montage Laguna, which I think. Well, I know that's the policy, but sometimes it's like there can be a policy, but it's hard to get it, you know, or there's like rules around it or whatever. But I want to get like a weekend. I want to do like a weekend away at the Montage, which I think I can get for like maybe even free.
That would be amazing.
Like $100 a night or something super low, you know, like for
the rest of us would pay at Motel 6.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hotels are expensive now,
super
dude.
Expensive.
Even just like Motel 60 kind of place is definitely 100, maybe 150. It's crazy.
True. Yeah.
Depending where it is, I guess. But
that's one of the perks of Grace getting married.
I know. So I'm hoping that can work out. There's some other montages too, because there's like montages. There's one like I think in like Napa. There's one in Montana. There's one in Florida or Georgia or something. I forget.
It's so funny. Hotel chains change all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Who owns what?
I know. I forget where they all are. There's one in Cabo. We probably won't do that one, but like I don't want to do like a flying one.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
cool.
30th. So I'm hoping I can pull that off as a part of the 30th celebration.
Now, does that still does B credit that even though if you got it for free?
I know. I would say yes, but we might like step the food game up a little bit or something. You know, actually eat at the Montage and not at the like Mexican place across the street. There's like a Serena Grill across the street.
Maria and I have a great story of we got married at her uncle's church in Pacific Palisades, which actually caught fire 2 years ago. And so then we stayed our first 2 nights in that area, which is a super fancy area. Yeah. But we were freaking out because we had no money. I'm youth pastor here at Calvary. And so we went to Burger King. So we're staying at like this pretty much 5-star hotel.
Exactly. That's amazing.
We got in our car and drove to Burger King.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. Yeah. We stayed our first like night after our wedding because we ended up going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
For our honeymoon. But that first night after the wedding, we stayed at the Hilton, the waterfront Hilton.
Yeah.
In Huntington Beach.
I love that place.
And but it was like not that expensive. I feel like back when we got married 29 years ago, but now it's crazy.
I know.
Like we got like a corner suite for like $400. It was just that one night, so we were kind of like,
Huntington hotels are pricey.
Regular rooms were like $200, $250 for a beachfront waterfront hotel. But now I looked at it because we wanted to stay there like again just as a celebration, but it's like $700 or something crazy.
And especially when it's just like 20 minutes from your house.
Yeah,
it's kind of like I'm not going to pay that much.
Yeah, so that's where you're like, okay, if I could stay at the Montage for free
that'd be
or
amazing.
$100 or
Does
whatever.
that also like? I'm just wondering if like your closest friends also maybe would.
No, I just told you. I don't currently even qualify for it myself.
No. You like book it and then.
Oh wow! Do you guys hear that? Wow, this guy's like definitely uses Napster and LimeWire. He's definitely sharing his Netflix codes with other passwords with people over here.
If only.
So we had our anniversary this weekend.
That's great.
Our house is like, because with the wedding, our house has stuff everywhere.
I can imagine.
Literally stuff everywhere because we have all their presents that they've been getting in the mail are in like one spot in our house. We have Ella's dorm room stuff in one part of our house as she's home for the summer.
Right.
We have we've got a bunch of their furniture for their new apartment has arrived and is like in another part of our house. And then we have like this is a pretty DIY wedding. So we have like wedding supplies like everywhere.
Are you getting like a van or something to take everything up to?
Just multiple cars. Most of the larger items are up in like anything that's like tables, chairs, stuff like that. It's like from up there.
Okay.
So stuff that's bigger. So this stuff's all like stuff that's going on tables or whatever. So we're able to fit it in cars. There is someone else from down here. Shout out to Ryan Rail that's helping with some other like sound and lighting kind of stuff. So he is bringing like a truck up of some gear
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. But
It's good.
yeah. So because the wedding's up in Solvang, Santa Ynez area.
Yeah, it's a ways.
People haven't heard that yet.
Which I actually have never been to Solvang. Has anybody, listener, have you Solvang?
A lot of people have been to Solvang. It's a total tourist trap.
I know.
place.
I just never have been there.
Yeah, have you ever stopped at the Buellton Pea Soup Anderson's
I have.
in the
I
past?
love that place.
Okay,
It's closed
it's gone.
now.
Yeah, it's gone now. But yeah, that Buellton. So when you're driving north on the 101, you pass Santa Barbara, then it cuts inland. At that one spot, you go through the tunnel. And there's like a tunnel that you go through, and then you kind of start heading up the 101.
Yeah.
And then just another 20 minutes or so, it's on the right, the turn off at Buellton to head over to Solvang. But Solvang's this weird little tourist town that is a Danish village.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And Max's grandpa is a Danish immigrant who was part of he's an architect that helped work on some of these some of these buildings and things like that.
Max, your future son-in-law in a week.
Yep.
Third generation Solvanian.
Yeah,
Whatever you wanna
exactly.
call it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, he lived there for part of his life didn't.
Okay.
His mom is the one from there. She married his dad, who then he was in the military, so they kind of moved around a lot.
Yeah.
But he did live there some. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so it's up there in that area. It's pretty. It's kind of like that wine country, but like kind of that farther south where it's a little like oak trees and rolling hills.
Gets in like Central Coast feel.
Central Coast feel, exactly.
I know that tunnel well because when I was a little kid, my grandmother lived down here and we lived in Santa Cruz, so we'd come down all the time. And I'd always try to hold my breath in that tunnel. And as a little kid, it's not very far now, but back then it was like, and it felt like my mind was about to explode. My brain was about to explode.
It's so funny. I totally have done that too, honestly. Even as an adult, I've done that. I think I did that like the last time I drove up there.
Did you ever like, Dad, can you honk the horn?
I don't know if my kids ever did that to me, but I remember that when I was a kid.
I was a big
That's so funny. And your dad's just like, no.
We used to do too.
Oh yeah,
all the time in Northern California. If you're listening, you can't see this, but
this
I'm doing
universal, bro.
I'm doing the semi truck.
Yes.
Fist and then up and down to get the trucks to do their horn.
Yeah.
And when someone would do it, it'd be like, yeah. And then when
So
someone
hyped.
would pass by, like, boo.
100%. And especially if you're on like a school bus or a van or something, like a field trip.
Yeah.
That was like the ultimate. Yeah, don't try and claim that as Northern Californian.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like. I'm happy to know that it's universal.
No, we're with. At least it's California
It's
universal.
like,
I know. It is funny, like how when we were kids, how things were universal without the internet.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone did the same thing.
Was it like one kid moving from one city to another? Like, hey, you guys, when you see a semi truck.
I mean, weird stuff too. Like, did you ever do the thing? You might not have. You'll probably think I'm weird, but like where you would take like a needle and you could stick it just barely under your finger. Do you know what I'm talking about?
All right, I think you might be on your own.
No, see, you're okay. Or like when, I guess peeling skin is different. Like when you get a sunburn. That's fun. Yeah. But I think I was a menace and would do stuff like try and put that on people. What's other? I'm trying to think what other things are. Anyway, we can look that up. But yeah, there's all sorts of these weird things that people would do, or weird like things that you thought would, like urban legend.
Step on a line.
Yeah.
Break your mother's spine. Step on a crack. Break your grandma's back, or stuff like that.
Exactly.
On
Everyone knew
sidewalks.
it. Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
I'm still to this day concerned about doing it. Both my mother and grandmother have passed on.
Jesus.
But what if they were like in heaven and all of a sudden now there's no crying or pain? They're like, ow. Or what if they were aware of it?
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. There's no crying or pain, but they're like, oh, my back broke. Instant healed.
Eric must have stepped on something.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, we were weird.
All right, so back to 4th of July. I want to get into more of your emotions on the wedding, though. I'm hoping to make you cry. That's my goal today.
I don't think it's going to happen here on this pod.
Thanks for asking about my 4th of July. So anyways.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Thought I did.
Okay. We have a fun tradition. I live in Park Santiago in Santa Ana. That's the name of like the little kind of neighborhood. Did you guys know that in Santa Ana, every neighborhood has a name?
Okay.
And it's there's 48 neighborhoods in Santa Ana. Whoa. So each one has like a kind of neighborhood committee over it.
Oh, really?
And like the city does certain stuff for us, like there's dumpster days, couple times a year
for that little zone.
for that little zone. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So, anyways, little thing about Santa Ana, but Park Santiago, our district, our neighborhood has a parade every year, and this year was controversial.
Why?
Because the parade route changed.
Oh.
The parade route normally does a nice square in the neighborhood, covers a lot of houses. This year, it just went straight.
Okay, interesting.
There's a lot of upset people.
Just went straight down which street? Santiago?
Down Santiago, yeah.
Oh. Did it start at the park?
It started at the park
end at
where
the
the
park?
pickleball
Yes.
courts are.
Yes.
And then ended kind of towards Garrity Chevrolet, if you know where that's at.
I do.
Yeah.
17th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad at all. But there's just a lot of controversy, guys. A lot of grumbling going on in Park Santiago this weekend.
I'm team. It should turn around. Like it should go around multiple streets.
Well, I think people are like, oh, we like it when it goes through several streets and houses. This
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
less houses. But
That's what I'm saying. I'm on that team.
But we did pass the Angels player's house.
Oh.
There's an Angels player in our neighborhood.
I do know this.
Yeah.
Maybe sounds like Tori Anos.
But that's not what I wanted to get to. Before the parade, there was a 5K.
Oh my
And
goodness.
can you hear this right here? This is the jingle of victory.
Let me see that medal. Let's hold this up for the camera.
No, you can't touch it. You have to earn it. This is an earned medal.
This looks like something that you got off
Read what
at
it
Hobby
says.
Lobby. It says Superstar. What's that old website we used to use where we would buy stuff like for like prizes?
Yeah. Lois,
Oriental
shout out to
Trading
Lois
Company or
Chandler.
whatever.
Shout out to Lois Chandler. Yeah, so there was a 5K in our neighborhood. I think a lot of cities do 5Ks on the 4th of July. So I participated. Shout out to Greg with 2 Gs who invited me to be part of it.
There's like 4 Gs if you're
I guess you're right. And Randy Stuke, also from Calvary, who participated, and Taylor and Emily Kempkis, also from Calvary, who participated. So there was a strong Calvary.
Does Randy Stuke live in Park
does.
Santiago now?
Yeah.
I didn't know if I realized that.
And shame to James Shook, who said he was going to come and didn't come.
Shame.
Shame. And to Joey Jones as well.
Shame to Joey Jones and
But
James Shook. Wow.
They don't have this medal right now.
They don't. That's probably shame enough.
So it was a 5K, so 3.2
Nice.
miles. And I
3.1.
finished first place
What? In your age group?
in the 50 to 59 clergy category.
Clergy category. Did Brett McCracken participate?
He did not.
I was trying to think, like, does Noah Elias count in that category?
I may have been the only participant in that category.
Okay.
And overall, I finished about 34th.
Okay, 34th, that's not bad.
There was about 38 people. A dog beat me.
Well, dogs are fast.
Dogs are fast.
My dog will do a 5K with me. Like he did 5K with me this week.
Really?
And we did like in the last couple weeks.
Wait, I've never heard this.
He's done like 5 miles this week.
Really?
He is. And like you get back.
Yeah.
And he's just down to play. Like,
Doesn't need like to jump, like drink a bunch of water.
Well, he does drink a bunch of water
Yeah.
and pants a lot. But like he would just like, let's go to the backyard and throw the ball. Like he's just game.
Aren't you nervous though when you're running with him that he's gonna like see a squirrel and cut across?
Dude,
Or how do you do
so
that?
this kind of thing does happen. There is this. I was running on Newport Avenue, and this is where I'm going to run into some spiritual warfare here. Okay, so I'm going up Newport from Irvine Boulevard, kind of like up towards Foothill High School.
Yeah.
Right. So going that way, and there is on the right like a palm reader place.
Oh, yeah.
Like about halfway up that.
Sure.
And it has a giant, I think it's like a Hindu, I'm not sure like what, but anyway, big old head statue. Mm-hmm. And every time we would pass that thing, he would like bolt to the left, like away from it, which is like towards
Oh, wow.
Newport Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like kind of freak out. And like, he was scared of his face. Like I think he thought
Yeah.
the face was real. And so that kind of
He's
thing would
spiritually
happen.
sensitive,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
spiritually sensitive dog, Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also scared of metal plates like in the sidewalk. So I don't know what that means. And there are bunnies in my neighborhood. So he does try to chase bunnies.
You got to hold that leash pretty tight.
Yeah,
when you're
but
running.
I am like kind of most of the time kind of holding it with like one finger, just kind of cruising. But he's fine. Yeah, he goes fast, dude.
That's impressive.
He goes fast and far. But
he should enter our Parks and Go 5K, try to win the dog category
I think
next
he
year.
could win the dog category.
Yeah.
Who's this other dog?
He was up for the task. He was flying.
Is it a small dog?
Faster than me.
Big dog?
It was maybe a poodle. He had little tiny legs.
Who else was in this that I know?
I think that would have been it. Just the people that I shouted out.
Okay. That's boring. Wish there was some more. Jason Ashdown didn't do it?
No. Jason Ashdown also lives in our neighborhood, our worship pastor here at Calvary, and he was a no-show.
Wow. Was he supposed to do it?
I don't know.
But a no-show regardless.
Yeah.
Did Noah do it?
No.
Did John Sherman do it?
No. John's on sabbatical this summer from all things.
Well, he's not on sabbatical from the neighborhood.
That's true.
We don't ever, we're never retired from our neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. Well, that's fun.
So
that's cool.
Yeah. If you guys want
to,
I'll bring this to church on Sunday if you guys want to see it.
You should wear that. I wish I had that kind of thing in my neighborhood. The problem with, I'm in a sad, lonely neighborhood.
Well, it's confusing.
Yeah.
Because you're in Tustin, but you're in unincorporated Tustin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have no land. Like we're rejected from like the great lands of Orange and Tustin and Santa Ana.
You're a sojourner.
Yeah, we're just like alone out there. Yeah. But we're also not like fancy enough to be North Tustin. We're kind of like, they call us regular Tustin, but we're like unincorporated. So I can't vote on the mayor of Tustin. But it says I write Tustin on my mail.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I'm 92780. That's Tustin.
You should start a campaign.
I know. I'm not like the fake people that are 92705 zip code.
Yeah.
But then they write North Tustin.
You just shouted out a lot of people listening.
I am shouting people out, including New Life Church, which I've shouted them out in their service.
Because they say they're North Tustin?
They say they're in Tustin.
Oh.
92705, bro.
That's Santa Ana?
Yeah. That's Santa Ana. So New Life Church is called out. All you people in Cowan Heights are called out. All called out. You're in Santa Ana. Stop being ashamed of it.
Eric's in his wedding mode. He is ready to...
I do like bringing on this kind of controversy.
It's fun. Okay,
right.
But can we, before we move into the message...
let's get in the wedding.
Well, actually, it ties into the message actually pretty well.
It was my intro, yes.
Yeah, so yesterday you shared with our church on Sunday morning. We're going through Acts chapter 4, first 22 verses of chapter 4. And you said, one of the beautiful things about this is that there's... really, the early disciples didn't have the credentials of the religious elite.
Yeah.
And God accepted them despite that, right?
Yeah.
Or even because of that.
Yeah.
And then you made this sweet pivot or connection to... It's the same with my daughter Grace and my daughters, but particularly Grace right now with like, she doesn't have to like earn her status as my daughter, right? She just is.
Yeah.
And then, you got emotional just thinking through that of like, wow, this is the week that she's walking down the aisle, that you're going to walk her down the aisle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so, flood of 20 plus years of memories.
Yeah.
I'm sure are coming to your mind today and will be coming to your mind this week.
I know.
So where are you at on Monday of wedding week?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot. Like it's, I'll just like be real with it. It's like, it's really good and really hard at the same time. It's like one of those, I guess it can be similar, but like just explode it by like 1,000 times of when your kid goes to college or something and moves out. Like
that's helpful for me to understand.
Yeah, you're excited for them.
Yeah,
cool. Yes, I want you to go do this new thing in your life.
Yeah,
and I want her to find the man that she loves and loves her, and they're joining together in marriage, and it's a good thing, and he's a good man, and he loves the Lord, and is like a kind and a man of integrity, and all those core key good things that you want for your child are there, and yet she is now going into sort of like joining in this leave and cleave thing, the leave and cleave to him from me. And so that's like from B and I, but going away from us to him. Now she's not dying, she's not like disliking us or something crazy like that. It's not that, but there is like a grief to it, I think, a little bit.
100%.
So that's like what's so wild about this kind of moment. So it's like all good yet still a little bit sad.
Totally.
So
That makes, and you're helping me, brother, because hopefully I'll be through this
Yeah,
at some
exactly,
point
at
in the
some
future.
point.
But it's like, you know, Pete Scazzaro talks about, a pastor out of New York, like there's endings and beginnings, and they can be very good endings and very good beginnings, but there's still a level of lament, grief that something's changing.
Totally. And it was like, it feels even harder a little bit right now because she was away at school, and I grieved that, and like was again that same thing, kind of like similar thing, happy for her, but grieving her being gone from our home, and then you sort of get used to it, right? Like anything, you just like, okay, like all right, now I'm like. I'm getting a little more acclimated to this thing. She doesn't live under our roof, but she comes home for Christmas and blah, blah, this and that. But this last year, she's been living at home because she started grad school. She I think she knew she was likely going to be getting married in like the next year or so or something like that. So it was like, why go get an apartment and do all and pay for all that? So she lived at home while doing school. And so she's just been like around every day, and it feels like kind of like it was like a going back to like she's in our house all the time. And so it's been a fun year, and I'm really like super happy that we
You had back
that
on
year.
This year.
Yeah, it's been really special time, and like anything, it's like all those like with your kids, it's like special time where it's not like doesn't mean it was all like little just sweetness and happiness,
just
like,
ordinary life.
Yeah,
too.
ordinary life, and that includes like some. You know, like button heads about stuff or whatever, but it's all good stuff. And then, so it's been fun having her home, but now she's going to be moving on, and so it's crazy because she will drive tomorrow up to, shoot, dang it, you're going to get me. She'll drive tomorrow up to Solvang where the wedding is, and she's like not going to live in our house anymore. You know, it's crazy.
So tonight's the last night.
Yeah, tonight is the last night. I know. So the four of us are going out to dinner. We're having like a little like last supper.
Cool.
Of it just being the four of us kind of thing. And he's not invited. But what's funny is actually they come home from their honeymoon. It's like something like July 22nd, and at like late at night they get back, but they can't move into their apartment up at Biola area until the 23rd. So they're actually going to have to like come home and sleep
Stay at your house
in
for
our
a night.
house
Oh, that's
for
cool.
one night.
Yeah.
But that's also weird. Like, ew. Then he's like sleeping in her room. It's gross, dude. It's disgusting. I should make him sleep on the couch.
Well, no, don't say anything. Just when they come back, just have two beds, like have a bed made in the living room.
Exactly.
Be like, don't even say a word.
Yeah, couch is all ready for you, brother. No, it's funny. Well, maybe if they get in a fight. No, just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
No, they won't. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. So wedding is
What
this
a week.
Yeah, like we said, kind of half DIY.
So do you have a to-do list?
So there's some to-do lists, but they got a lot of stuff. Like pretty much most of the stuff's like pretty handled. But it's all little like this person's doing this person's doing that.
Nice.
There's a lot. Everything's kind of like it's not like as you just get one place and then somebody's like dialing it all. You know, and kind of figuring it all out, which is very easy, but that's like a lot more expensive when you do that. Yeah. So it's at this big house up in Santa Ynez that has like this crazy huge yard. That's somebody in his families who goes like away for the whole summer.
Oh, cool.
And so I mean to bore you if you're just like.
No, I'm looking at my phone because I want to see what the weather is going to be like.
Oh, I think it's. I checked like yesterday. It said 85.
Because it can get hot up there, can it?
Yeah, it can get hot. I think it said a high of 85.
That'll be perfect.
It was saying like a high of 80. And we were like, yes. And now it's been creeping up. So I do wonder
but
if
what you don't want. I mean, you could have hit like a triple digit day or something like that.
I know,
So.
exactly. You totally could. Wedding's not till 5:30.
Oh, it'll be great.
So it does start to hopefully cool off, but the actual ceremony will be a little bit warm. And then
you got a speech? You can write a speech?
Yeah, I'm giving like a little short speech, like when I pray for the meal.
Yeah.
So I walk her down the aisle and then stuff like all that crazy stuff. But I'm just being dad. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. So
really great. Very happy for your family.
Thank you.
It's what a significant milestone of a week.
I know it's gonna be wild. So looking forward to it. All right, let's get into the rest of the sermon. So I did use that in the sermon.
Yeah, super powerful. I think we all could connect with it.
And that my love, like that she has the credentials of daughter and her name of grace and who she is from me is not dependent on anything she has done.
Absolutely.
And so in the same or similar way with God to us.
Yes.
But even greater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you were rattling off though the credentials that she does need to have to be a psychologist, it's like, wow, there's so much that goes into that profession. I think lawyers and doctors have actually less of a hurdles to jump through than psychologists.
I know, man. Maybe it's not doctors for sure, but anyway, it's like a lot. Yeah, it's so crazy how, and it's good, I guess, but 3,000 hours of supervised experience. That's wild. That's a lot. That is,
because you think like you have an hour, 45 minutes with a client.
Yeah.
So that's 3,000 meetings.
I know. You're being...
Wait, I didn't do that right. 60 goes into 3,000.
Hey, just go with an hour. 3,000 hours. It's not minutes.
Oh, yeah. I guess right.
Yeah, it is. It's 3,000 sessions, essentially.
I try to throw in a few things every podcast that someone running or walking will just yell at their phone
Matt,
what are you talking about? It's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's, God accepts us, even though we're not sinless, as you said, even though most of us aren't seminary trained. The credentials he's looking for are someone that accepts him, is filled with the Spirit, and then has been with Jesus.
That's
so,
right.
the three big points were the disciples were filled with the Spirit, Acts 4:8. They walked in boldness, Acts 4:13, which thank you for stealing my sermon for this Sunday. And then the third point was they were ordinary with no special training, Acts 4:13, and then men who had been with Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I mean, the passage just preaches itself in so many ways.
Exactly.
Acts is so good.
It is like interesting because it's really good, but you also have to, I was kind of like, I wanted like a sort of a take on it or an angle towards it.
Yeah.
And so that was where this whole credentials thing. It's not like the intent of this passage is to tell you the credentials of a Jesus follower. I don't think necessarily it's the storyline going on.
Yeah.
But trying to just see how we can kind of think about what can we learn from these people for our lives today. Anyway.
So first point, or first Linda P too.
Oh yeah, she crushed it.
Linda Paskowitz, great reader.
Yeah.
Fun fact, she is the voicemail voice when you call Calvary Church.
I wonder how many people have called Calvary Church and just gotten the general line and gotten the voicemail.
You think it's a lot or a little?
In the last, since this podcast has existed.
You know what, listener, can you call right now, 714-973-4800, and you can hear Linda Paskowitz. Wonderful radio voice.
Should I do it right now?
Yeah, call. Actually, no, because we have someone at the front desk right now.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Yeah.
They would answer. That'd be funny. Hi, Catherine.
But yeah, Acts 4:8, filled with the Spirit.
Yeah.
And then, really good definition, too. And I think we've actually needed to do this in the Acts series. I don't remember that we've done it yet.
Right.
But just kind of like break down the idea of, how do you even receive the Holy Spirit? And then what's the difference between baptism and then filling too? So you kind of gave us a little rundown of that.
Right. So we believe that you're indwelled at the point of conversion. So when you are saved, that the Spirit, that is the baptism of the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Is at the point of conversion, that when we talk about being indwelled by the Holy Spirit, lives within you, that all happens moment of salvation.
Yeah, immediately.
Boom, immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to like speak in tongues or, you know what I mean? You don't have to like do something later to to get that. That all happens at the point of conversion.
Right.
But we do tend to see, especially through the book of Acts, these moments of they were then filled with the Spirit. They were filled with the Spirit. They were filled with the Spirit. And they did this and they did that. And we see that throughout it. So what's this whole thing? In a sort of theological term of one baptism, many fillings.
Yes.
One baptism, many fillings. So that's what we believe in. And then tried to illustrate it with the chocolate milk.
Which was wonderful. You seem to be a little like unconfident of that this was going to work. It worked perfect.
It did work perfect. The lack of confidence was like a little bit of a bit.
Oh, okay.
I practiced it.
Yeah, I do that too.
I know. It was a little bit of a bit. So, but I also was like, I know I practiced this, but I also am like, well, I brought this milk like 2 hours ago. When I practiced it, the milk was ice cold.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah, there's some conditions.
Will it kind of just like start mixing in right away because the milk was warmer? I don't know, or something like. I was a little concerned about something like that.
Yeah.
Or you just like can't really see it that good.
Right. No, it was perfect. Well, shout out to our camera guys who zoomed in on that too. So yeah, you had a cup, filled it with what kind of milk? I was wondering if it was whole milk. If it was
whole
2%.
milk. Whole milk.
All right. Are you a whole milk drinker?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I've been doing whole milk. I've been doing like the whole milk stuff. I like read something that you should just do the whole milk thing
100%.
or the whole full fat
We
stuff.
did non-fat for years and years, and then we've switched to whole milk again.
Yeah.
I know.
I also don't just sit there chugging glasses of
not
milk.
anymore. I used to. I used to drink 3 to 4 glasses of milk a day.
What?
I felt like I would, yeah.
Holy moly, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, not anymore.
I can't imagine drinking 3 glasses of milk. I would just feel bloated and disgusting. That's so funny how you would do that when you're a kid. But you were probably like going to like 4-hour practices
Maybe,
and stuff.
yeah.
You know,
I just love the taste.
You love the
It's so
taste.
cool. Yeah. It's
Man.
weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Do you want to talk more about that?
No, I don't. But so you put the glass milk and then poured the Hershey syrup.
Yes. This illustration does not work with powder, Nestle Quick powder, by the way.
I was just going to ask that. Have you tried other modes of?
I didn't technically try it, but it would dissipate.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, yeah. So,
You had to have the syrup.
and I like with this syrup that you can pour the milk in first,
Yeah.
and then do the syrup, and
Yeah.
it just goes to the bottom.
Straight.
It's not like it was just stuck on the bottom already. This is your life, milk with milk. Your life is the milk. Then you get saved. The Holy Spirit comes into you. It's in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because I'm like, this is where it kind of falls short. Because I'm just like, I'm not saying like when you get saved, the Spirit's like in you, but you still are like lame.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
like
just sitting dormant.
sitting dormant in
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's because I don't know if that's like necessarily the case.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying that's the case, but it works for the illustration.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, what's cool too is you're mixing the milk and the syrup at the bottom. It starts then becoming chocolate milk. The whole thing turns a different color. And that's really what the Spirit does.
Yeah.
The Spirit permeates every place in our lives.
Yeah.
There's not a place where he's like, either I can't go there or you're not going to let me. Like Spirit just goes,
Yeah, that's
boom,
good.
I'm taking that over. Sometimes it's up to us though to surrender.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But he's willing and wanting to take over every area of our life.
Yeah.
And then you drank it and it was a funny comment. You're like, ooh, it's sweet.
It was like very strong. As I got a text from Dave Brown later that was like, yeah, Patty leaned over and said to me, he just put a lot of syrup in there. If he drinks that thing, he might go into some sort of like sugar shock.
Diabetic shock.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted you to give it out to somebody in the crowd. Like,
I know.
Here you go. Anybody want this?
Anybody want to drink it? Yeah, that's what somebody said to me after church too. That I should have done that. I was like, dang it, you're right. That would have been funny.
But it was a memorable moment.
Yeah, it's good.
I think shout out to Laura Lapira. That's where the first time I saw that illustration.
Oh, really?
Was at Alpha when she did that.
Whoa.
Do you remember where you first saw it?
No,
Okay. Maybe you invented it. I don't know.
I did not. But I feel like I knew it before that. I feel like that's like a old timey youth pastor thing.
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
But first time I remember hearing it, seeing it was Laura doing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, you said, we're filled with the Spirit, and then I like how you define this when we need to step into something beyond our own strength. And I thought that was a really helpful way to understand, like, even this whole life of dependence that we've been really talking a lot about, and we're going to continue to lean into as our church moves forward, of just what does it look like to live a dependent life on the Lord, and then trusting the Holy Spirit's going to fill us when we step out in dependence.
Yeah.
So what was your exact? I don't know if you have it written down, but it was a really good definition.
Well, yeah, because I think this is how I got to talking about this, because I think, we pray, we seek, we can receive prayer, like for the Spirit to be stirred up, filled, that we have a filling of the Spirit to be able to respond to something in some way. But what it seems like to me that I see in the book of Acts is that it's those moments where they stepped up to either preach, to share the gospel, like to share their witness, to pray for healing over someone. It was kind of like these certain moments when they stepped into something scary that you read then filled with the Spirit, you know? So it's like when we step into risks and moments where we need God power, even more than ever when we can't do it ourselves. It's beyond our own ability. It's an only God moment. It's like, it's radical trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those are, that's kind of what I was thinking about.
And it's just the grace of God that he shows up in those places that were almost beyond our skis, if you could use that term. Like we're beyond our
over our skis.
Yeah, over our skis. Yeah, that's a better way. That's the actual way to say it. But like, over and above our natural ability.
Yeah, totally. Exactly. And that's where I was trying to think about the spiritual gifts, because I was like, okay, when we're saved, God gives us spiritual gifts. And we have certain gifts that are like primary ones or whatever. But I feel like there could be like these filling moments that are then when we can express something that's not our sort of typical spiritual gifts, or it's our spiritual gift in like a greater capacity somehow, you know? So anyway, that was kind of like, those gifts are indwelled in you at some level almost. Like they're kind of in you no matter what.
Right.
These ways that God has gifted you. But I don't know.
Do you have any?
It's kind of confusing.
I have a thought, and I'll go first so you can kind of think for a moment. But a moment you felt like you were filled with the Spirit, like you could kind of like, I think that was it. But there's one for me, and it was a while ago. It was in Ecuador, actually. We had taken some high school kids down to Quito, Ecuador, with Chet and Katie Williams. And one of the days we were in Quito, we went to a dump, a trash dump. Yeah. And there was actual people that were working the dump, like scavengers, like looking for stuff that they could take to sell or even to eat. And it was so cool. Chet and Katie took us to this ministry that had been set up outside the dump that made them sandwiches and like lemonade or sodas each day. Yeah. And just cared for them, knew them by name, because these were kind of like, in a sense, the untouchables of Ecuador. Yeah. Like, I mean, people who didn't have homes and maybe even, no education, couldn't read or write or anything like that. And so it was so beautiful. And so they actually prepped us like, hey, this is going to be a pretty dangerous environment. It's the dump. Yeah. There's like trucks driving around. It's going to smell. So you're going to wear a mask and you're going to wear gloves. And so we were getting sandwiches ready, and then the people came off the dump to come get sandwiches. And I just felt this overwhelming feeling of compassion and love for every person. Yeah. And I actually took, I'm not sure, I took off my gloves. And I was like, I just want to like let them know I'm not scared of them. Yeah. They're not unclean, that they're loved by God. And I just remember just having this like tears in my eyes as each person was coming by, and I'm just grabbing their hand. And I was like, whoa. Afterwards, I was like, what? I didn't plan on that. That wasn't like, that was just a deep love and compassion for someone for that moment. Yeah. And then it was gone. Like, then afterwards, I was like, ooh, I better wash my hands. Like, it was kind of like back to my old flesh, like point. But
interesting.
I don't know if you have a moment like that recently or a while ago that sticks out.
I mean, there's been a couple moments where, like, someone has talked to me who's suicidal. Yeah. And I felt like I didn't know what to say, but then like it felt just like words would flow. Yeah. Like that kind of a moment. There's certain moments in sermons like where it's like radically different. Like something is,
I know exactly what you mean.
Where just like, something kind of happens where it feels like, the Spirit stirred up in me in some way. And that's not just passion or, something like that. Those are a couple I can think of kind of off the top of my head right now. But I feel like I've experienced it in that way.
That feels like, though, we're all three of these examples, we didn't plan on it. Like, okay, Lord, I need to be filled with the Spirit at 10:15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the moment of need beyond yourself, right? Yeah. Was that moment too where we were praying for, I guess we're asking for something, but it was because it was out of need. But we were praying for who could be people that could be a pastor of a church plant that we would do. Yeah. And when the Lord put Matt Hempel's name on my heart, it was like that. I don't know. That was crazy. That was like the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, like other than like healing stuff or whatever. But that like was one of the most like super blatant, like hearing from God, like a specific person and like shaking. Yeah. And then it did result in like, he's been the pastor in my life for like 10 years.
It's like a Samuel David moment.
I know. I don't know. It's just like, I still am like kind of in awe just of being part of that, you know? And so that was like that was for sure like a stir up. Cause it's not like I'm like acting in that mode all the time.
You're right.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
or experiencing that all the time at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
At all. It's interesting how this filling of the Spirit, like, probably should be in like the Hear from God curriculum a little bit more than it.
When the journey's coming up that we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so that's cool. I think a couple of things I thought were so cool in that segment real quick too, other than like just from God's word, not from me saying it, but were the two passages in the Gospels of Jesus telling them everything about this moment essentially was going to happen.
Yeah, John 16.
Yeah. And Luke 12, where it's like, you're going to stand before authorities and you're going to like not have any idea what to say, but I'm going to give you the words and you're going to go for it. And like, then this is happening. He's before the authorities. And I know this story bleeds into your story next week. It's the same story. So don't act like I'm taking your story. You're taking my story. But yeah, it's just like so amazing.
It is.
Maybe you'll hit on some more of that this week. I'm not sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that goes into boldness. So, Acts 13 talks about the religious leaders were amazed at their boldness.
Yeah.
I'm wondering too, they might not have known Peter and John by name, but they might have recognized them as like guys they had seen before.
Yeah.
And like, oh, those guys are
These
way
dudes?
different than what I remember when they were kind of these tag-alongs to Jesus.
That's actually interesting. Yeah. What if it was, they're kind of like
I mean,
a couple
I'm
years
just
ago.
guessing,
And even like the Gospels and where these portrayals of it, like The Chosen or whatever, like show, they're kind of these like big dummies.
Fumbling around. For
kinda,
sure. Fumbling around. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
But boldness, I tried to like not go too long on boldness.
You're good. Good.
But like, we can't stop speaking about what we've seen and heard.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
such a
bro.
powerful verse.
And then the ordinary thing.
Yeah.
The ordinary thing is funny, It's like kind of funny, like ordinary men with no special training. They're kind of like, okay, thanks.
So that was a good playoff. So you invited Steve Esser to come up and just share a little bit of his story of being used by the Lord even recently. And that joke was just ripe for the taking.
It totally was.
We needed an ordinary guy to come up. So Steve.
Exactly.
And he played that well too.
Yeah, he's such a good sport about that too. Yeah, it was good. He's just like, he's so smart and like great leader and
brilliant.
done so many cool things. But my point was like, hey, you ran an HVAC company, like like, and you did really well at it. Like you're successful in this realm. But you also didn't go to seminary. You're not a missionary overseas. You didn't do this stuff.
Yeah, you're not a professional.
And I mean, because, and not just because we are, but because this story is about the Pharisees versus the disciples. Yeah. And in a lot of ways. And so that's where you see this, and sadly, we're the Pharisees in this story. So we have to always watch out for.
Right.
And so then, but yeah, like, I want the people of our church to see like this guy's doing this awesome stuff at the hospital across the street, and he's doing it as a guy out of the marketplace. Yeah. And he's also doing it because someone invited him to do it. Yeah. His son-in-law invited him to do it.
Right. That was powerful.
Yeah. And you're just like, cool. He responded to an invitation. Maybe you're receiving an invitation today. And so I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
He shared well, just like so intense, some of those intense stories.
I wrote down too, God looks for and selects unlikely people. And you'd reference that. And it's just the beauty of the upside down kingdom is that you would think the movement and the method of a wise organizational leader would be, okay, get the most successful people, the smartest people,
exactly, dude,
the wealthiest, and let them run with this message. They're going to be the ones the most effective. So like in our modern terms, like get Elon Musk saved, like let him just like use technology to do what he needs to do. But it's like, no, God uses typically the overlooked people, the unlikely, to proclaim his goodness and glory. That doesn't mean he can't use wonderfully talented people too, and he does.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's just an interesting method that he uses here in the first century. I think he's still using it today, and he used this great quote: "God doesn't call the qualified; He qualifies the called." That's so good.
Yeah, it really is
so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because there's a little bit of, even if you're quote unquote a professional or just a regular Christian, so to speak, there's this thing in the back of your mind of like, there's got to be someone better for this than me.
Yep, exactly. And so And that's where any of us can be called, and then any of us can also be qualified.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, look, it was my calling stories. I was called, and then I went and learned more things to help like increase my qualifications. But like, it doesn't mean I wasn't qualified at the time either, you know? So like, we're all on this like journey. It doesn't mean like it's cool to like not know stuff, you know, that's not what we're saying. Or it's like, it's cool or what God wants is like the less you know, the better. That's not what we're talking about, but it's that but what's more important is that you've been with Jesus, which is the next part. And that, looking for people who've been with Jesus. For them, it was that like physically, literally, tangibly been with Jesus for 3 years.
Right.
For us, it's like, how are we having a life of intimacy with Him and our prayer life and Scripture and
which the Spirit enables.
Yeah,
which is so cool.
Yeah, it really is cool.
Yeah, sometimes I look like we've talked about this a bit in the last few months as we've gone through the last chapters of Acts and then now, of Luke and now in Acts.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Like, I long to be a disciple who got to see the things of Jesus.
For sure.
That would make me more bold.
Yeah.
That would make me more courageous in like a word to say. But it's like, actually, we have something the disciples didn't have pre-Pentecost,
right.
which is we have the dwelling of the Holy Spirit and the opportunity to be filled repeatedly by the Spirit to go live on mission for God. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that not even Moses had necessarily all the
true.
time. So
Totally.
it's crazy to think about it like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love that, dude. It's so good.
So yeah, and then the final thing, verse 19 I love too. They obeyed God over man.
Yeah.
I
know. I was like, oh, I'm really far over. I got to just like go quick on the end part here. But
it was, you nailed it.
I wanted to spend more time on the been with Jesus part 2. Even I still got in the little like funny bits with the like when you see little kids, they've spent time with their parents.
Those are great quotes. I've had a few of those. I've definitely had a few of those.
Yeah. Daddy always yells at people on the freeway.
Oh yeah. I'm having PTSD right now from what one of my kids said to somebody one time. But yeah. Can people see that we've been with Jesus without even saying a word?
Yeah, exactly.
Marie had a cool thing one time as a nurse. She walked into a hospital room and the person that laying in the bed said, "Are you a Christian?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I could just tell." I was like, whoa, that's like the ultimate compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing. But so that's what we encourage you with. The only main credentials you need: be filled with the Spirit, be with Jesus. Honestly, all the rest of even those other ones will come.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, should we do a few emails? We've got several emails. We're not going to do all of them today. We've got a couple more in-depth ones that we're going to save for, next episode.
Right, when you don't have your wedding brain on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little out of it. Plus, we're almost at an hour.
Okay. John Horrocks is just wrapping up his final lap.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so first email says, congratulations on 50,000 downloads from Podbean.
No.
Yeah. On behalf of the entire Podbean team, we want to congratulate you on reaching 50,000 downloads of your podcast.
Are you serious?
Now, this is after several years and hundreds of podcast episodes, which I think some podcasts can do that in one episode. But
no, 50,000, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, that's my mom downloading mistakenly probably 48,000 of those.
Exactly. I have 10,000 accounts that I downloaded. No, just kidding. Yeah, that's awesome, right?
That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, we did that. Good job, us.
We are due for a podcast party.
Ooh, you're right. Yeah. When I get back, we're going to start brainstorming that a little bit. Let's do that. All right. Sorry to our Calvary. This is me. This is my preface. Sorry to our Calvary person that works for Taco Bell corporate, but the subject line of this is Team Del Taco by Carolyn Cavecci. Oh, yes, Eric, Del Taco. She's one of the big Del Taco supporters out there. I'll let her speak for herself. Okay. And then, so yes, Eric, Del Taco is by far superior to Taco Bell. Sorry, man, I'm feeling bad here for what I've done, including their amazing mild sauce that should be bottled and sold. Del Taco is the perfect place for family celebrations and, of course, holiday dinners. Yes, the Cavecci's famously do Thanksgiving Day at Del Taco.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It is pretty cool.
All right. So thank you, Matt, for spending time at the Orange Plaza Although with all the new ice cream and dessert spots that are now open, I would suggest the kids might be happier next time if you plied them with desserts. My favorite are the churros at the taco stand on West Chapman.
Delicious.
They make them fresh when you order, and the dipping sauce is the best. And you're correct. The cannon in front of City Hall does come with some community drama. The original cannon was donated to the American Legion pre-World War II and then melted down to help the war effort.
Oh, wow.
The current cannon is a Japanese cavalry cannon.
What?
Whether or not it was actually used in World War II against the American forces is up for debate.
What?
But there are some who just don't like it. The Kvetchy kids climbed all over it growing up, so it holds fond memories for me.
Okay.
Not sure if this will be read pre or post wedding, Eric, but we are praying for you and the family on this big Wakeling milestone. Love you both, Carolyn.
Nice.
Oh, so nice. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very, very much. All right. Here we go. June podcast performance. We got another of the...
Okay, so we were pumped on the 50K downloads.
Yeah.
Now here's the reality.
We're plus 19% on our downloads. I'm not saying how many, but our most popular... This is the part that's good. Our popular listening time and country is Thursday at 0 a.m., which I think is midnight.
Okay, we're improving because I think last time you read this, it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we're getting earlier. And our most popular country is the United States of America. All right, great. Okay, so...
Speaking of that, soccer.
Dude.
By the time this comes out,
Lots
the
of
U.S. will
drama.
have won or lost.
I know, won or lost to Belgium, and there's been
I am
all
so
sorts
into
of
the
drama.
World Cup.
Yes.
And not just the U.S. I
yeah.
watched the entire Mexico-England game last night.
Oh, yeah. We are wanting to wrap this podcast up because in about 20 minutes, the Portugal-Spain game will happen.
Yes.
And that's our lunchtime.
Yes.
I want to be watching that game during lunchtime. Yeah, we're recording this in the morning. But yeah, I'm curious of what's going to happen too, because there's all this drama over Balogun getting this red card and the penalty rescinded.
What would be cool is
I've
if
even
the
been
U.S.
spouting off about this online. I've
Oh,
been
really?
like, yeah.
Oh, you're into it.
I've been, yeah.
What's your take?
My take is, some people are going to disagree with this. Okay.
Now that we realize it's going to be dated.
This will be dated, but it's fine. So there's a few people who received red cards or multiple yellow cards in the qualification rounds that were supposed to still be suspended during, so Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most famous players in the world, got a 3-match ban, and he served one of them before the World Cup, but was supposed to miss his first 2 games of the World Cup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that was rescinded because this whole thing called Article 27 or whatever that they want to start the World Cup with all the best people there.
Yeah.
So those 2 games were rescinded. He was supposed to still be banned. And so it's kind of like this similar thing but this also has some other reasons why, with the way that VAR was used on this red card on Balogun was outside of the way it's normally supposed to be used, because it was a no call. Anyway, all sorts of stuff. So there's some reasons. Now, Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, called Infantino, the head of FIFA, which is that was the big problem. So that's why everybody's so mad around the world, because they just think this is all Trump pressuring Infantino, which I think Infantino would just be like, he doesn't have to care what Trump thinks. He's almost more powerful, at some, in his little world. And so anyway, but it's everyone is really mad around the world about this, crazy mad. And so then I was defending Balogun, because I'm be mad at, if you want to be mad at FIFA, if you want to be mad even at Trump, whatever, fine. But leave poor Balogun and the U.S. team alone. They're just doing their thing. So
what I think would be so cool is if he didn't start today.
I know.
And then they won, and they didn't they can take him off the bench.
Him.
But
I know. I do think that would be an interesting move, and I think it would help the team and Balogun to be, because I kind of feel bad if Balogun now the rest of his career is somehow tainted by this, or he's in some, because he's going to be playing overseas. And then he's going to get sort of aligned with certain things that he doesn't even maybe want to be aligned with. Right. I mean, I don't even think he's ever lived in America. I literally don't think he's ever lived in America. Yeah. I mean, I believe in birthright citizenship. Jeez, Matt. Wow. Okay. All right. The next one, emotional chocolate milk from Dr. Ben Hopkins.
Nice.
Hey, Eric and Matt. Hope you are both doing well. Eric, I appreciate the emotional vulnerability you displayed this past Sunday.
Yes.
It's important to see our leaders. Put leaders in quotes, though. I don't know why I had to do that. Feels like you could just said leaders. I don't know. Quote leaders? Is that Feels like a diss. Like, is that like a subtle diss?
I think he knows what he's playing the long game.
It's important to see our leaders display healthy emotions and not pushing everything down. You spoke about being a sobbing mess at the upcoming wedding. Myself, as a father of 2, know that I'll be a sobbing mess multiple times throughout their lives. Do you think you'll have an equal amount of crying at Grace's wedding as you would at Ella's potential future wedding? That's a crazy question.
That's a good question.
I kind of do. I've cried differently for them because there is this
First.
There's first and there's last, and that's all I have. 2 kids, you got a first, you got a last. There's no sort of middle kid situation happening with my kids,
nice.
which is good.
You have no Jan Brady.
Yeah. Your 2, I don't know, your 2 middle boys are just like, Dad. No. I think actually your situation's helpful that it's like oldest and youngest are the girls.
Right.
And then the boys are in the middle.
Right.
And so you kind of that interesting differentiation.
It does help a bit.
So anyway, but yeah, I think I will cry similarly amounts, but differently in the way it happens. Because I think when Grace left for college, it was different than when Ella did, but I was sad for both of them. But it was like the first time I experienced it was unique. Anyway, okay, so here we go. By the way, when you were making the chocolate milk, my wife said, "Good, he put the correct amount of chocolate in." I like that. I can love that.
That's good.
2 questions. What is the... I love these Ben questions. They're always so random. What is the most useless talent you have? And then how did you decide on the names of your children? Hasta luego, Dr. Ben.
Also, happy anniversary to Ben and his wife, who I
saw
think
that.
share an anniversary with you, or maybe the day before.
Do you think they got married on July 4th? I got to look that up. I did see
Maybe it
them
was
post.
July
I
3rd.
saw
I
them
don't know
post
what day I
about
saw
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think it was recently.
Yeah.
But, okay,
right.
useless talent.
I can
I don't know
hold
if I know this.
6 baseballs in my hand.
Oh, that's amazing, actually. That's actually pretty useful if you're coaching. You can just hold in your left 6 of them and then just pitch 6 like pitches. That's amazing.
I don't know. I just had to
Take that back. I don't accept that one.
I haven't used it in years.
I don't even know. God, this is harder than the theological questions.
Yeah.
Man, useless talent? Do I have any talent
I know. Let's start there.
at this point? Man, I can gleek out the bottom of my tongue.
That's another universal thing that every junior high kid did.
Did you see that? I don't know if you guys could see that on the camera.
That's also
But yeah,
gross.
water comes out of the bottom of my tongue. I can gleek.
Yeah, that's definitely
that's
a
pretty
talent.
cool.
That's a talent.
All right, gleeking. How do you decide the names of your kids? Okay, this is like this 4-kid guy over here. It's going to take like an hour.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of time because we got to watch the Portugal game in just a minute. But Lily, I'll just do it real quick.
Yeah.
Lily, Matthew 6 talks about, look at the lilies of the field. They don't labor or spin, yet God takes care of them. So we named Lily that. And then Samuel we had a miscarriage. And then Hannah, his mom, had prayed for her son. So we named Samuel after that, like God provided. Seth, same. We had a miscarriage before Seth. And so Seth was the one that replaced, when Cain and Abel had their fight, he was the replaced one. That's his name, what it means in Hebrew. And then Eden, Garden of Eden.
Nice.
And so that was kind of where we landed. Lots of thoughts go into
Eden
that.
was Garden of Eden. I mean, like you just like saying blue is blue. Like what? That's not.
No, I mean, we just thought her name in Hebrew means delight.
Oh,
and
there you
so
go.
we're like, oh, 4th kid, what a delight.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, I'll do real quick. Grace Elizabeth. Is her name Grace Elizabeth Wakeling? We wanted a name that was like a character of God that we wanted to be a character of our child.
That's good.
To have Grace, and we honestly thought you can't be a bad person and be named Grace. And then I'll talk about Elizabeth next because Ella is actually named Elizabeth Noel. My mom's name was Elizabeth.
Oh, cool.
And then also Elizabeth is a gift for God and Noel is a gift from God.
Oh, cool. For
Yeah.
and from.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Gift to God, gift from God, something like that. Yeah, for and from. So, so that we thought that was kind of cool.
That's really great.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, I have another question.
yes.
Not related to anything. But we were in a soccer thread this weekend, and someone said Bono was born in Canada. Was that a joke?
Bono,
From U2.
the goalie of Morocco.
wasn't paying that close attention.
So this is what's crazy. So Morocco's still in it. They're in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
The goalie of Morocco, his last name is Bono, or something like that. But it's actually would be in Arabic, his name. But the way that is spelled in, what is it? There's like a certain language context. It's Bounou. So sometimes you'll see it like that. But then in more like English language contexts, it's just Bono. And the back of his jersey, it's just Bono. His name's Bono. And so that's awesome, right? I'm like, this guy has to be my favorite.
Yeah, you got to get a jersey.
I know. I was like, should I get a Bono jersey? That'd be incredible. I don't know if I want like a Morocco jersey is my only issue. It also has that weird like pentagram is like on their flag, and I don't love that either. Yeah. Anyway, but then that guy, the goalie Bono of Morocco, was born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Okay. I'm sorry I asked.
No, isn't that great? You're sorry you asked. All right, the last one, speaking of, who's that guy from Norma Seiler? Hi, guys. I'm a longtime listener, but only recently started watching. As soon as I did, I noticed the small picture of a guy on the table between you. Now that I've seen him, I can't stop looking at him because it's like Matt just put him up, but he was like down here just kind of like creeping in the background. All right, so now that I've seen him, I can't stop looking at him, and he keeps looking back at me. I'm actually relieved when Eric crosses his legs and covers him up for a while. That's how everyone feels about the download from Apple. Did I miss the podcast episode where he was explained who is he and why is he there?
Oh, that's good.
Speaking of Bono, it's my baby Bono. He's lurking in the background.
Yes.
The first time when we did this like little visual studio, we were like, what should we bring in here? And I jokingly brought this in, and
we loved it,
and had him here. And then I've decided to just kind of keep him like in the background.
Yeah. And what you also might not be able to see is we have a Calvary journal.
Yes.
We have Eric's book, God Joy. And we have a New Living Translation Bible as well. And today, special appearance by my medal.
And our logo, the Calvary Life Podcast.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Also that.
But anyway, yeah. So that's all. It's just Bono. He's hanging out back there, but I'm sorry he frightens you.
Well done, Norman. Happy birthday to you. Give him some shout-outs.
All right. We will not have an episode next week.
Right.
I will be gone.
Recovering from the wedding.
And then we will probably the week after that.
Yep.
So thank you very much, Matt. And thank you for listening to the Calvary Life Podcast.
Thanks again for listening to the Calvary Life Podcast. If you'd like to share any of your thoughts, please reach out to us at podcast@calvarylife.org. You can find out more about the show on Instagram @CalvaryLife or on our website at calvarylife.org/podcast.